What is up, true believers? Bill Monty here, and once again I have gone down into my fortress of solitude, opened up the Dusty Longbox, and pulled out some comics treasures. And we are going to be looking at the books I've pulled out, and you're going to help me decide how much they're worth, if they're worth anything at all. First up, fresh from coming back from his cancellation of a few years before, Doctor Strange, when he came out in Marvel Premiere featuring Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts, Marvel Premiere number 5. Now, this was the third issue in which he'd appeared. The first thing you want to notice about this is the cover. The first two covers had been done by Barry Smith. This one looks to be either Mike Plug or Marie Severin. I can't really tell. What do you think in looking at this right here? The other fascinating thing about this is it's written by Gardner Fox. You don't know who Gardner Fox is? Why are you watching this then? Gardner Fox was the person who brought back the Flash, the Green Lantern, into the Silver Age, bringing them back and making them famous. He also wrote the Justice League of America. For God's sake, folks, Gardner Fox working on a Marvel comic. That was big news at the time. Up next, Daredevil. Why did they do away with Daredevil's regular logo for this particular comic? And it's called a special, not an annual. This is a reprint of Daredevil number 16, which featured the Amazing Spider-Man. It also features the very first time that Jazzy Johnny Romita drew Spider-Man. This was big news at the time, and of course, Romita went on to become one of the most famous Spider-Man artists of all times. I'm looking at these two books thinking, I've got at least $150 so far. What do you think? One of the best series that DC Comics ever put out was The Question. Look at this beautiful cover by Bill Sienkiewicz. And it's written by Denny O'Neil of Green Arrow, Green Lantern, and Batman fame, and great art inside by Dennis Cowan. This is arguably one of the best series that DC put out at the time that this came out. And of course, it's an introduction of the old Charleston Steve Ditko character, The Question. Finally, Madame Xanadu number 1. This issue is in great condition. It's extremely rare. And great story by Steve Englehart and great art by Marshall Rogers, who went on to do amazing things with Batman. Here it is right here, Madame Xanadu number 1. Rare comic. What do you think, my friends? I'm looking at these right here thinking it's at least $300, probably $400. You go into the comments, though, and you let me know. Until we talk again, until there's another trip down to the Fortress of Solitude to open the Dusty Longbox, this is Bill Monty saying, AlkaSeltzior! What is up, true believers? Bill Monty here, and once again I have gone down into my Fortress of Solitude, opened up the Dusty Longbox,